Hi everybody. So I'm back again with another video. I had been asked if I can kind of show what I kind of do as far as what I eat on a daily basis. I really, like I said before, I pretty much eat the same things over and over and over again. I allow myself a cheat day so I don't feel like I'm getting bored. But because I have a goal that I'm trying to achieve, I'm willing to keep it very simple and eat the same things over again. So when I start off my day, it depends how I start off my day. I'm a mom first, so I always see my son off to school. Around 7:15 is when I get up. So I get up and I get him started. I usually make us some cream of wheat. Gotta love cream of wheat. So I'll eat this, a small bowl of this, or I'll eat, most of the time, I'm really eating oatmeal. You can do the steel oats if you really want to get real serious. A lot of the fitness competitors do steel oats. A lot of the times they kind of buy it kind of pre-cooked. You find them usually like in the oatmeal aisle. You can find them at Whole Foods, your grocery stores. Or also too, you can find them kind of already pre-cooked but not cooked all the way in the frozen area, okay? However, I just keep mine simple. I'm not competing. I'm just a mom that likes to work out, remember? So that's for those who are on a more serious level and prefer steel oats over the quick oats, because this is more processed down than steel oats, and that's why it takes longer for it to cook. It takes at least 30 minutes for steel oats to cook, and I don't have time. So 1 minute, I'm out the door. So I have this maybe a couple times a day. It depends, because remember I'm saying I'm eating 6 times a day. But 2 of my meals are my shakes. So so if I'm not starting off, if it's really early, like at 7, sometimes I won't even eat. I'll take my protein, which is either my Elite. I usually do Elite by Diamatize. This is how it looks. Or I usually do Whey, Gold Standard. And this is like one at the top of the line. If you see, it's the Gold Standard right there, Gold Standard. And I've been using this for years. It doesn't upset my stomach. It's like 24 grams of protein, BCAAs 5.5, glutamine and is 4 Gs, and it's 29 servings. So this is Hydro-Whey peptides, so it hits your system relatively quickly. You can do it in a shaker cup, or you can do it in a blender. Or you can just do it like my husband does, the boring way. Just put in a cup of, just mix some water in your protein shake cup and go about your day. So yeah, and you usually can get a protein cup mix that has like a shake up blender thing ball in there, and you could take it. It's good for on the go. So I have quite a few of those at my house. So yeah, there's so many types of proteins, and I like proteins that are very low in sugar. This is only 1 gram of sugar in this ounce, and the Elite is a little bit cheaper than the ounce. So you might want to check online, Google it online, or check it, but check YouTube. Do a lot of videos on these proteins. This one has no sugars, but this one has a little bit more fat than that one. Not that it's a lot of fat. This one has 2 grams, that one has 1 gram. So, it's going to offset itself, but I really love this one the best. But if I don't feel like paying for this one, I go to this one. Their chocolates are both good. Sometimes I prefer this one over, it's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like if one's on sale over the other. So I don't buy protein at the grocery stores. Just because a lot of them have a lot of other stuff in it, or a lot more sugar content in it, or higher in sodium, and I don't want all the sugars and I don't want all the sodium. So yeah, I have casein too, but my husband took it. So the casein protein is really good to take If you're having a long morning or a business meeting and you don't have time to eat, and you know how meetings can last you 2 or 3 hours, and you know it's really good to eat every 2.5 hours. You know, you don't want to go into starvation mode because that's bad. Casein is a slower breakdown protein, where those two proteins that I show you is a quick breakdown. So casein is good for the morning, early morning, when you don't have time, like if you're busy. It's also great. Most people use it for when they right before they go to bed, because we're in bed, we're sleeping. Some of us are sleeping 8 to 9 hours. You know, that's a lot of hours to go without food. You know, it's not good. So the slower breakdown of the protein helps feed your muscles, you know, while you're sleeping. So yeah. So I have 3 types of proteins in my house. I just discovered these oatmeal to-go bars, and they look like this. Actually, I'm eating one right now. They come in these little packs like this. Quaker, you can get it right next to your oatmeal. And sometimes in the morning, if I'm not hungry, I'm never going, remember, don't starve yourself, I'm eating this. Never starve yourself, that's bad. Your body will store itself away as sugar, so not good. Sometimes if I don't feel like I always keep 5 dozen eggs in my refrigerator. Yeah, 5 dozen eggs. But lately I've been doing this. All whites, and just liquid egg whites. You can get this at any store. When I don't feel like cracking, I just make it. I just do this. If I don't feel like drinking a shake, I'll do egg whites. I ran out of spinach, so I can't show you my spinach. But sometimes I eat coleslaw. Yeah, I do like a lot of green salads and stuff like that. And I told you about the fish that I buy. So I'm going to show you the fish. I buy, like I told you, I buy swai, S-W-A-I, 4-pound bag. From Walmart, and then look like this, pre-vacuum, okay? Or I buy tilapia like this, pre-vacuum. So it's quick, easy, and you're done. Keep it simple, stupid. That's my motto. For my fat that I use for my shakes, I tend to just keep it simple, stupid, and just do the flaxseed oil, okay? And I keep olive oil in my house for when I want to fry or saute, because olive oil is really good for you. It's a good fat. You got to have fats in your diet. You just don't want bad fats in your diet. A lot of bad fats in your diet, should I say. Also, too, a lot of the times, especially women, and men too, if you notice that you get you notice your stomach a little bit bigger than normal, or whatnot, you may have a buildup of fecal matter and all that crap in your system. So I tend to do this one daily. I'm gonna take a break from it. I don't do it every day, but I know my body. I know when I start feeling tired and sluggish, I know that my body needs a cleaning out. And this is not the kind that sends you to the bathroom at all. Totally not like that. Can't stand those kind. But yeah, it's so not like that. It's made by Sons, S-O-N-N-E, or Sunnies. That's what I think. It's Sunnies number 7. Okay, and this is the liquid part that you have to buy, and then you have to buy the powder, and it's the intestinal cleanser. Cleans out your intestines, because remember, years and years of all those toxins, your liver filtering out all that crap, you know, it goes through a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying? Especially if some of us really eat really bad, or just put bad things in our body. Your body has to filter all that stuff that you put in it. So it's nice to be nice to your body and cleanse that out, and it helps with relieving a lot of the weight that you have in your stomach. That's why a lot of people, especially like in California, they get into all that health stuff, you know, getting the tube and cleaning out the inside of your, you know what, you know, you do what you got to do to keep yourself healthy, right? Also, too, I eat a lot of sweet potatoes in my house. These are really high in potassium, really good for water retention. Potassium is really good for you, especially girls. You'll see it like your nails growing and everything. So I eat that. I eat either that or I eat my my brown rice. Eat brown rice. Sometimes I even eat white rice. Sometimes I eat my Shandong noodle stick because it doesn't have all that carbs and stuff in it. It's very low in fat, and it's made from wheat flour. And it only takes like 3 minutes for this to cook, and it's really good for you. And it's very low in sodium. So I go to the Asian market to get that because I grew up in Hawaii, so I grew up on Asian food. So yeah, so basically that's it. Now as far as my vitamins, I'm going to just show you a few. Take your basic vitamins. You don't have to make it all complicated. Lately, I'll be honest, my husband's been training longer than me. He's really more ripped up than me, and so he chews vitamins. He's just weird. I can't chew vitamins. I don't even like taking pills or anything. But yeah. So lately we've been getting more into the liquid vitamin. This is B12 by Vitamin Shop brand. This is like $9.99, and you basically scoop it up in here, and you get your vitamin B12, and it's a raspberry flavor, so it's not nasty. And you put it under your tongue until it disappears. I do my B12s before I weight train, and I take my magnesium for absorption to help absorb all my stuff into my system. I take my Taurine, and Taurine is what's found in Red Bull. Or Taurine, I always say it wrong. Taurine, I think that's what it's called. So yeah, so I take that, and I take my potassium. If I'm not getting enough potassium in my day, especially if I'm not eating yams or sweet potatoes, I definitely will supplement. I always take this before I work out. Hold on one second. There's one thing that I wanted to share with you that's extremely important because I told you guys about this and I cannot live without this. This is Jet Fuse. This is my best friend. So remember I was saying I was getting my energy, especially if I was staying up late. I would go to the grocery store and I would buy Red Bull, and I noticed I was gaining weight. All the sodium and the sugar was going right to my waist, and I'm very sensitive. I have an issue when it comes down to sodium. My body just loves it. You know, it stores it away right on my waist just like that. So this has sodium in it, but it's very low. The fat is 0, saturated fat 0, trans fat 0, cholesterol 0, carbohydrates 8, which is, you gotta have some carbs, you know, for your energy, right? So that you can hold that workout. You don't get burnt out. Sugars is 0. Red Bull has sugar and caffeine. Caffeine is not necessarily bad, but it depends, especially if I'm not a coffee drinker, so it's not really going to harm me. So it also has vitamin C, calcium, and all those things in here. And you need calcium. Calcium's good for your bones and stuff like that. Just one second, you guys. My stuff is going up. So yeah. So basically, that's it. This is my best friend. This is where I get my energy from. Has nitric oxide, waxy, maize, or whatever, beta alanine, whatever, builds sizes and strengths faster, extreme energy and repair. And actually, lately I've been skipping out on my protein shakes. I've been only taking this, and I've been seeing a lot of definition in my body, more leaning out and stuff. And it holds me through my workouts, and it also helps me with recovery, because when you're done working out, you want to replenish what you lost during your workout, you know, especially when you sweat and stuff. It helps with guys with strength and size. You know, girls, we can't really get like that unless you're doing some type of steroids or something like that. I mean, you're benching like a whole bunch of weight, and I don't bench like that, so it's not going to do that to you, because I don't look like that, and I've been using this for a while. The energy and intensity, focus and stamina definitely works with that. It says dramatic vascularity. Now, for me, I want to say dramatic because, again, I'm not a fitness competitor. I'm sure with them you will see that, you know. But I will say this, my legs are probably out of my whole body, probably, especially my lower legs, like my calves area, you do see a lot of my veins. And I kind of like that. I kind of like when I'm getting a pump and I see a little bit of vascularity. It looks nice when you have muscles, but yeah, I do notice that in my legs. I do get, it says it gives you massive major muscle pumps, but because I don't train like most of the guys at the gym who are really super buff, but there are times like when I do train hard, if I'm doing my arms or if I'm doing my shoulder work, I'm noticing like right away, a pump, like I'll get a pump, you know, especially like yesterday I was doing back, and when I was like pushing yesterday on my back and I came to here and then I let go, I noticed that I had a lot of pump in my muscle. I'm like, wow, and it just was like really round and hard. Not like big, it's just like a feeling. When you say pump, it's a feeling. It's when all the blood gets to that muscle. That means you're working that muscle, because whenever you're working a muscle, you want that blood to hit that muscle. That's when you know that you're doing something good, okay? So yeah, so basically that's it. I'm constantly drinking water. The cool thing about my refrigerator, if you can see a little bit, is that I constantly love the fact that I can just go like this and get my water and I'm done. So yeah, so make sure you're drinking 8 glasses a day. If you're not, try to at least drink at least 4 or 5 until you work up to 8. If you have to get a big water bottle, which I have quite a few of them, but it's in my workout bag over there. So that is it. That is some of what I do. I also I freeze my fruits and stuff for when I want to make shakes more like a meal. Like I told you in my last video, if I want to blend my protein with my oatmeal, or with maybe sometimes I don't use oatmeal. Maybe I may want just spinach in it, or maybe I want spinach and apple. I'm doing a health drink or something like that, or making a smoothie without protein. Having a blender is actually cool too. And this is the kind of blender I have. This one right there. So there's my blender in that corner. I even have a special light. Oh, my husband's gonna kill me now. Special light right here for when I'm doing it at night. Sometimes I wake up at night hungry if I don't do my casing. So yeah. So basically that's it, and I hope that's helped you guys. For the people who have asked me to show you some of the stuff that I do. Maybe one day, if I have time, I'll make a protein shake in front of you, as far as like a breakfast shake or something like that. But basically, keep it simple, stupid. Mix your protein with water and just go. Don't have no excuses why you're not getting the result that you're not getting in the gym. Don't make it complicated. Google, and YouTube. So I hope that's helped you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.